How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the Game Awards sale that runs through December 15th. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic or Game Rankings. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 25K by the end of 2026, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. For $48.99, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is a high-speed arcade racer that sends Sonic and Sega's iconic characters across land, sea, air, space, and warp dimensions, using travel rings that dynamically transform each race mid-lap, with constant surprises and chaotic momentum shift. Race solo or online across 24 tracks and 15 crossworlds, choosing from the largest roster in series history, while mastering unpredictable layouts, power-ups, and dimension-shifting shortcuts that reward skillful driving. Customize your ride with 45 vehicles and 70 gadgets, build strategies around powerful items, and compete in everything from local split-screen and party modes to ranked online matches and time trials. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $29.39, Dragon's Dogma 2 is a sprawling, narrative-driven action RPG that lets you forge your own legend as the Arisen in a deeply immersive fantasy world shaped by choice, consequence, and dynamic combat across vast, living regions. Customize your vocation, party composition, gear, and approach to every encounter, while battling towering monsters using physics-driven systems, smart enemy AI, and flexible combat that rewards creativity, positioning, and preparation. Journey alongside pawns, mysterious otherworldly companions that feel like real players, adding strategic depth, emergent moments, memorable encounters, and constant unpredictability to both exploration and intense boss battles. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $23.99, Banishers Ghosts of New Eden is a narrative-driven action RPG set in 1695 North America, following ghost hunters Antea Duarte and Red McWraith as their fight against the supernatural turns tragically personal amid grief, loss, and impossible choices. Explore the haunted wilds of New Eden, investigate disturbing cases within isolated communities, and battle lingering spirits by combining Red's weapons with Antea's powerful spectral abilities in flexible, story-focused combat. Every case forces morally ambiguous decisions that shape the fate of the living and the dead, testing your vows, beliefs, and the emotional weight of choosing love over duty in a lore-rich world. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $47.99, Hell Is Us Deluxe Edition delivers a thrilling third-person action adventure where you play as Remy, exploring a semi-open world plagued by supernatural creatures, treacherous landscapes, and civil war. Armed with a drone named Copy and an arsenal of ancient melee weapons, face terrifying chimeras, uncover hidden secrets, solve environmental puzzles, and unravel the dark mystery behind the region's calamity, while navigating a world with no map, compass, or quest markers, making every choice uniquely impactful. The Deluxe Edition includes the Hollow Walker Pack and Full Guard Pack skins for Remy and Copy, an exclusive investigation, and the Arc Pack featuring the digital art book and original soundtrack. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $19.99, Street Fighter VI is the latest evolution of the legendary fighting franchise, powered by Capcom's RE engine and featuring 3 immersive modes: World Tour, Fighting Ground, and Battle Hub. Plays a roster of 18 iconic and new fighters, including Ryu, Chun-Li, Luke, Jamie, and Kimberly, each with redesigned looks, cinematic specials, and unique abilities, while mastering the evolved combat system with classic, modern, or dynamic controls, managing resources with a drive gauge, and experiencing real-time commentary for competitive matches. Explore World Tour as your avatar, learn from masters, and challenge rivals in the Battle Hub while enjoying Capcom's classic arcade games. It's a 91 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $20.99, A Plague Tale Requiem continues the harrowing story of siblings Amicia and Hugo as they journey to new lands, struggling to control Hugo's deadly curse while confronting devouring rats, cunning enemies, and treacherous environmental hazards at every turn. Explore vibrant cities, dark forests, and perilous landscapes, solving intricate puzzles, sneaking through shadows, and using a mix of weapons, tools, and Hugo's unearthly powers to survive in a brutal, breathtaking world twisted by supernatural forces. Experience an emotionally charged narrative that tests your choices, courage, and the lengths you'll go to protect those you love, in a gripping tale of survival, sacrifice, and resilience. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $10.49, Dead Space is a sci-fi survival horror experience where you play as Isaac Clarke, an engineer sent to repair the massive USG Ishimura, only to discover the crew dead, the ship overrun, and his partner Nicole missing somewhere in its darkened, blood-stained decks. You'll fight through twisted necromorphs using improvised engineering weapons, explore claustrophobic corridors in zero-gravity areas, and soak in rich environmental storytelling that constantly builds unrelenting dread. With its strategic dismemberment combat, incredible sound design, and an unsettling mystery that blends physical and psychological horror, it delivers a tense, atmospheric, and unforgettable deep space nightmare. It's an 89 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $39.99, Spider-Man 2 Digital Deluxe Edition delivers the full game plus early unlocks of the Arachnite and Shadow Spider suits, 10 additional suits, the Web Grabber gadget, extra photo mode items, and 5 extra skill points for enhanced gameplay. Play as Peter Parker and Miles Morales as they battle Venom, a new symbiote threat, and classic Marvel villains, swinging across an expansive, vibrant New York with faster traversal, web wings, and acrobatic combat. Switch seamlessly between the Spider-Men, harness Peter's symbiote powers and Miles' bioelectric abilities, and experience immersive haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and Tempest 3D audio tech for thrilling, high-stakes superhero action. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $49.69, Astro Bot Digital Deluxe Edition launches you on a supersized intergalactic adventure across more than 50 handcrafted planets as you rescue Astro's scattered crew and rebuild the PS5 mothership using springy punches, rockets, giant sponges, and all new power-ups to overcome challenges. Team up with iconic PlayStation heroes, dash, swing, and rocket punch through vibrant, immersive worlds, and enjoy enhanced DualSense features that make every interaction and obstacle feel alive, playful, and satisfying. The Deluxe Edition also includes Astro's Yarnum Hunter and Golden outfits, Neon Dream and Champion's Gold dual speeder colors, 10 PSN avatars, and a digital soundtrack and art gallery. It's a 95 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $39.99, The Last of Us Part 1 Digital Deluxe Edition rebuilds the acclaimed story of Joel and Ellie for PS5, featuring advanced visuals, DualSense integration, and modernized gameplay with enhanced environmental storytelling. Experience the full single-player story plus the prequel chapter Left Behind, with early unlocks including increased crafting and healing speed, upgraded ammo, explosive arrows, speedrun mode, 6 weapon skins, and the Dither Punk filter for a fresh, customizable experience. This edition lets both longtime fans and newcomers explore the post-apocalyptic world with immersive combat, refined controls, expanded accessibility options, and heightened cinematic immersion. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $27.99, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 lets you embody the superhuman skill and brutal might of a Space Marine, the Emperor's greatest warrior, battling the galaxy's horrors with devastating weaponry, awe-inspiring powers, and relentless tactics in both sprawling campaigns and confined war zones. Crush Tyranid swarms, defend humanity across epic solo missions, and coordinate with allies in intense 3-player co-op campaigns and replayable PvE challenges, unlocking new skills, powerful gear, and unique cosmetics. Engage in ferocious 6v6 PvP battles, uncover dark secrets across war-torn planets, improve your ultimate loyalty to the Imperium in fast-paced, gory, and endlessly replayable action. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $9.99, Resident Evil Village is a chilling survival horror experience that blends classic tension with modern gameplay, delivering a terrifying, suspenseful, and unforgettable journey through a mysterious, fear-filled world. Set a few years after Resident Evil 7, Ethan Winters and his wife Mia are trying to live peacefully in a remote village, but their fragile tranquility is shattered when new horrors and deadly threats emerge, forcing Ethan to confront nightmarish creatures and unravel dark secrets. The game combines intense combat, exploration, puzzles, and environmental storytelling, with a richly detailed world and haunting atmosphere that keep every encounter thrilling and unpredictable. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $9.99, Resident Evil 3, the 2020 version, is a fast-paced, intense survival horror remake that modernizes the classic with stunning visuals, refined controls, relentless tension, and a gripping, edge-of-your-seat atmosphere filled with fear and suspense throughout. You play as Jill Valentine, one of the last survivors in Raccoon City, navigating the chaos unleashed by the Umbrella Corporation while facing the unstoppable bioweapon nemesis at every turn. The game combines tight combat, strategic resource management, and cinematic set pieces with a constantly looming sense of danger, as every corner could hide deadly enemies and unpredictable encounters that push your skills and nerves to the limit. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Yoku's Island Express is a charming open-world adventure where you play as Yoku, a tiny postman navigating Mokumana Island using a unique and inventive blend of pinball mechanics, platforming, and exploration. You'll seamlessly traverse lush beaches, snowy mountains, steamy hot springs, and hidden corners, completing quests, helping quirky locals, discovering secrets, and awakening ancient deities while uncovering the island's deep mysteries. The game combines physics-based gameplay, clever puzzles, and creative problem-solving with colorful, handcrafted environments, delightful characters, and a whimsical story that keeps every moment engaging, playful, and surprising. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $16.49, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition is a landmark open-world fantasy RPG celebrating over a decade of adventure, where you play as the prophesized Dragonborn destined to face ancient dragons and shape the fate of Tamriel. Explore a massive, richly detailed world, customize your character with hundreds of weapons, spells, and abilities, complete quests, engage in epic battles, and freely choose your path in a living, dynamic environment. This edition includes the core game, all 3 official add-ons, Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn, plus a vast array of Creation Club content, offering unparalleled freedom, depth, and replayability for both new and returning adventurers. It's a 95 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 125 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. There's something here for every type of player, so be sure to check some of these out while the sale is still going on. From this set of games, I played Space Marine 2 and Skyrim, so I can recommend each of those from personal experience. The rest of the games do look pretty fun though. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.